But the world that we live in now, and I'm going to be honest, we, in the American bully world, and this was a weekend that we were in Kansas City for an event, and it was the first time that I saw 10 dogs that were legitimate stars in their own right.
Dogs in Kansas
when I saw your boy Maestro, when I saw El Toro out there, when I saw Chumpa from Cali, when I saw Danger from Texas.
Shout out to El Toro, Ivan for driving 30 hours. Shout out to Andre with Chumper for, I mean, that had to be a 30-hour drive coming from Cali.
Unfortunately, I can't give them a lot of shout-outs during my time. But no, they definitely did that thing. But we need, and anybody listening, I could be assassinated tomorrow. Hopefully not. But
well, let's hope
let's
not.
But if you guys don't get back to the point where American bullies are must-see DOG, let me say that again. Must-see DOG. That's a must-see dog. That means a dog that I will drive 15 fucking hours to put my hands and lay my eyes on that dog. We're missing that. We are missing that so badly that the community is falling off. As an event host, shout out World Cup September 10th. It goes down. It will be the biggest show in the world.
We'll get to the plugs.
Must-see DOGs. But without that, without those dogs, that's why I'll say it live right here on Bull in the China Shop.
We are not live. We are not live.
Listen, I'm saying it live because
we're not
live.
This is previously recorded.
Previously recorded. Listen, my views may change tomorrow. But right now, the reason the exotic world is successful is because Miyagi, Bullseye, rest his soul, Cash Pot back in the day. I wish I knew more of the dogs' names. I don't follow them. But these dogs are must-see DOGs. There are people from Atlanta that fly over there. Right. James of Lunar God.
Whether they're actually worth it when you get there in person, that's a whole different story.
We're going to be honest, man.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about the celebrity that they're creating.
If Kim Kardashian is in the kitchen and somebody's wife is in here, I'm going to see Kim Kardashian. And if I get there and her ass is not what it looked like in that video with Ray J, not that I've seen it more than 12 times.
Not that I've watched that.
If she don't look like that, it doesn't matter because I already left the room. I'm already over there to see.
Right.
The ABKC is not ABKC in general, but the bully world, the American bully, we are missing dogs that we will travel to see. Shout out to the people that do it big. I mean, we can look at the top 10 and shout out to Mufasa and Tito and Nicky Jam and all those dogs. They're beautiful animals. I've seen each one of those dogs. Buzz, beautiful animal. But they're not attracting people that will travel to see them. Not that they're not making money. Not that they're not getting stud fees. For the most part, a lot of them aren't getting the big name stud fees, and that's just the truth. No disrespect, but we are on Bull in the China Shop.
But it also has to do with how these serious show kennels approach the marketing aspect of their dogs.
Oh, we marketing only to show people.
Only to show people.
Right. I'll tell you right now, I show two different Shorty Bulls. The GOAT, who I love. I still consider him the greatest of all time Shorty Bulls. I show Bronco. I would be lying on the air, not live,
previously recorded.
I would be lying if I said he had the same appeal as Bronco. He does not. You know what I'm saying? I'll also be lying if I say I didn't promote GOAT harder than I promote Bronco. I did. There's several reasons. I measure my market now, and I know what damage Bronco does. GOAT, people came out, I can beat him. I can do it. Bronco, man, motherfucker's doing it again. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth.
Right.
But the American bully, right now, I mean, we talked about Nationals last year. Aston Martin is winner. Shout out to Eric Bourgeois and his fiance.
Yo, I swear to God, I called him Eric Burgoyce for like 8 years. I've known him since I started doing this.
Is it Bourgeois?
It's Bourgeois.
All right, I said it right.
That's right. But I've been calling, shout out to Eric, I've been calling Eric Bourgeois, Eric Burgoyce for like 7 years. And I don't even know when I got it corrected. I have no idea.
But Aston Martin was not publicized the way. Aston Martin won. And the big hype was about Casablanca, and everybody was mad. And by no means, and I'll say it live, Aston Martin is the better dog, confirmationally. Must see DOG? Casablanca wins that battle because even as a freak, it's why we go to the circus. That's why the bearded lady was, hey, I'll pay my quarter or my dollar to see her.
Right.
I want to see what it is that I don't have. When we start getting to the point that we own dogs that everybody can have, you lose that appeal. It becomes a rental car. There, real people that are successful won't buy an Impala, not because an Impala ain't hard, but because they're used as police cars and rental cars. So I know if I get a Mercedes, they don't rent those. You can't rent this. That's why people say, I got tinted windows so you know it's not a rental. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the American Bullies, we got a lot of rentals. There's a lot of rental dogs out there.
I would agree with that 100%.
Yeah, there's a lot of rental dogs.
Just to get back to the bit, you touched a little bit on it, the business aspect of things, and we'll wrap it up after this. I just want to dig into this a little bit. We have a lot of people breeding, air quote, American bullies.
Okay.
Which I say air quotes because we have a lot of people breeding terrier type dogs, calling them American bullies.
Oh, yeah.
I know their paperwork says American bully. I know the ABKC has approved your paper or your litter application, and you now have American bully papers. But I really hate to burst a lot of the bubbles in this world, but type determines breed, right?
Oh,
If you can't look at a dog, when you look at a dog and you can't instantly recognize that dog as its breed, the paperwork doesn't fucking matter.
It does not.
What the paperwork said does not matter. Okay, so we've got a lot of air quote American bullies being bred out there, and we've got a lot of people complaining, or maybe not complaining, discouraged by the fact that they can't make enough money to cover the expenses of their dogs.
Okay.
In the way I've been brought up, the way I do things, my dogs pay for themselves. I'm not coming out of my pocket or taking food off of my table so the dogs can eat, right? Now, if I have to, to cut back, I mean, I'm not a small guy. I do like food. If I have to cut back so the dogs do get food, obviously that's what's going to happen. But my point is, the dogs should be able to, your program, and I say program with air quotes too, because a lot of these people don't have a fucking clue what they're doing. But if your program cannot pay for itself, you're doing something wrong.
I agree.
Right or wrong?
100%.
So let's get back to what you think these people, let's not say these people, because a lot, even me, myself included, I'll lump myself right into that spot. What do you think we as bull breed owners can do to maximize our exposure or maximize the way we make money through the breed? Because a lot of us don't want to have 15 litters a year. A lot of us don't want to, a lot of us travel a lot, but a lot of us don't want the travel expenses to be coming out of the paycheck either.
Right.
So what do you think we can do to try to help monetize some of this effort that we're putting in?
First thing we can do is admit that there is a business behind bullies. The number one thing that we can do is stop saying that it's bad, that there's a business aspect.
This is the first place, the American bully breed is the first place I started hearing people talk down to professional breeders.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, it's about coming in and saying, I put a value and a worth on my animals, my time, and my experience.
Right.
There is nothing wrong with that. I'll be the first to say it right here on the air. I've supported enough rescues and done enough cruelty work and done enough positive exposure with dogs that I have no problem saying out loud in public, wherever, that I expect to be paid for any dog that I breed. Because they are worth that.
Why do you think people get sensitive to that? Now, every other aspect of life, you don't do, nothing is free.
Correct.
Nothing comes for free. You get what you pay for. That's the big saying. In every other fucking aspect of life, you get what you pay for. But when it comes to dogs, and even in livestock,
correct,
there are literally farmers that have 1,000 head cattle ranches living off of cows.
Correct.
Why is that okay? But I can't have 15 dogs and make a living off of those, marketing those 15 dogs and doing what we do for the lifestyle that we live.
Because people put a benefit on food. So when we say cattle and livestock, oh, well, that's going to feed people that are hungry. Now, listen, when we talk about dogs, I look at and I tell people this argument. Puppies that I give, I'm giving a family member to someone that is supplying love and happiness. You know what I'm saying? I do that. Now,
and ideally for their whole life.
Yes. Now, is there a wrong way to breed for money? Oh, without a doubt. There's a wrong way to do everything.
Of course.
So
there's knuckleheads in every aspect of anything you're going to do.
Let me say it like this. If I'm a farmer and I'm making watermelons, not to be racist, but I'm making watermelons. Probably a bad example, but I'm making watermelons. And I'm making these watermelons. I make 10 watermelons. I give them to 10 families and they pay $20 a watermelon because I got the best watermelons, as you know, the greatest of all time watermelons. So I'm paying $20. Nobody has a problem with it because, wow, those are special. Now, if I start making 200 watermelons and I'm giving them away for $1, and now they're molded on inside, and I'm selling old watermelons, and I'm selling little watermelons, and I'm selling watermelons that are subpar watermelons for money, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with dogs. If you're breeding, and I go to Double L Kennels, and I'm getting a puppy, and it's a quality puppy, and let's be real, my rescue people,
be real. It will be a quality puppy coming out of Double L Kennels.
There is a difference between getting a dog from a breeder and getting a dog from the pound. Okay? The lines get blurred when there's not a difference.
Right.
Okay? So that goes to good breeders. But me, because I approach it as a business, means that I give better customer service. I stand behind my product. That means if my dog is subpar, dysfunctional, fucked up, you can come to me. That's what you're paying for.
Right.
You're paying me $4,000 because I'm going to stand behind my product.
Right.
And even with me, I breed very little. I've got some bad dogs that I've sold to people that I've had to make good on.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna be real. Let me say this because I don't want anybody to listen to radio show thinking they get some money back. Ain't no money coming.
No
back.
Refunds.
Ain't no
refunds.
But you will get the dog you paid for eventually.
No, I agree with 100% what you're saying. We put a value on our stock, and that there's a reason we put the prices we put on these puppies or stud fees or anything else. Mm-hmm. The way I look at it is, if you bought a Mercedes,
correct,
and the same day you bought a Chevy Cobalt,
yes,
okay, mm-hmm. One costs $15,000, one costs $65,000.
Yeah.
Which one of those two cars do you think you're going to take care of better?
You would think you would take care of the Mercedes.
You would think spending more money, having a higher value, that Mercedes is going to be put in the garage. Probably the tires aren't even going to be touching the garage floor. They're going to be up on pads. Mm-hmm. It's going to be covered. It's going to be pampered. It's going to be shined. It's going to be washed. It's going to be a family heirloom probably. Mm-hmm. My logic is the same with these dogs. Right. If you're selling discount dogs, you're also selling discount service and discount health guarantee and a discount. You're getting a bargain shopper dog.
Yeah.
If you spend bargain shopper money 99,000 times out of 100,000, you're going to get bargain shopper dog.
Oh, without a doubt.